guys. I hope you're all keeping well. I just want to check in with you firstly and make sure you're all doing okay today. Drop me a wee comment below if you're watching. Um, if you are watching this on repeat, hashtag replay so I know who's watched it live and who's watching it on repeat. I just want to go into meditation, okay? So I say this all the time, meditation's thrown about like a buzzword and no one really understands truly what meditation is. I really don't think people can grasp what it means to meditate. And more often than not, they stress about it, they get frustrated. And I've heard so many times people say, oh, I've tried that for 10 minutes, it didn't work. It's a learned practice, and practice does make perfect in this circumstance, in this case. So, the power of meditation itself is not designed to take away your thoughts, feelings, or behaviors, but rather, meditation is designed to enable you to gain more control over your thoughts, feelings, emotions on a daily basis. So, during the practice of mindfulness, we can gain more focus and more power over the thoughts that we think. But it does take practice. It doesn't come overnight. So it's important to stick at it. 10 minutes is not enough. You'll have heard me say many times that we have on average 600,000 thoughts a day, the most of which are on autopilot. So about 400,000 thoughts that we have are on autopilot. So that's 200,000 thoughts that we think, that we know we think on a daily basis. So from a young age, our brains have learned taught behaviors, okay, maybe thought behaviors, which have become naturally inherent within us. For instance, you're a young child and you learn how to ride a bike. That skill never dissipates, it never goes away, it always stays with you, it's inherent, you always know how to ride a bike. Now, I haven't been on a bike in a very long time, so I don't know how that might work out for me. But I used to love cycling. I remember being a young kid and doing things I loved, and cycling was one of those things for me. What about in later life, in adulthood, when you go through your theory test and you practice your driving and you pass your test, you get your first car, you get more confident on the road. Again, you're on autopilot, you're driving. So you've learnt a new skill. So the skills that we have, I'll give you another perfect example. We have tea and coffee lovers all over the world. So this will relate to the majority of people. You either love coffee, you love tea, or there's some places that some people like both. You know how to make a cup of tea the way that you like it, or a cup of coffee. So without mindfully thinking about it, you just carry on, make your tea and coffee, and you know that tea or coffee is going to turn out just the way you like it. Do you realize that you're doing that on autopilot? Because that's an inherent built system. It takes the worry of us worrying about things that aren't really essential and allows us to get on with our days without taking up too much thought about like making a cup of tea, driving a car. That's why I always say when you get in your car, you grab your keys and 20 minutes later you're at your destination without realizing how you even got there. It's about slowing life down to a pace that you can handle and manage yourself, and everyone is different. So I would say that when we start to rediscover that peace and well-being are actually our natural states of mind, it's easier to meditate, it's easier to become mindful. In today's hectic life with all the pressures and strains that we do have in our lives, it's often hard to calm down into a pace that's suitable for our minds to just catch up. That's all. They just need to catch up, and they're overloaded, and sometimes we don't give enough time for self-care, and you've heard me mention that. That's very important. Self-care is really, really important for you, for your mental health, for your well-being, to ensure that you live a full life. And it's today's pressures and strains that don't enable us to live that efficient life that we're after, because we're too caught up on things that don't actually matter. I'll give you an example of that. If I just make enough money, if I just have enough sex, if I just drive this car, if I just get this success, if I just go to university, then people will love me more. No, it's got nothing to do with anyone else and all about you. So it's about what you want in life. What is it that you want in life? Not what people have spoken over you, but what you want in life. So that being said, slowing life down to a pace and don't. I actually researched into this. Slowing life down and actually being mindful in meditation can actually reverse some, not all, but some chronic diseases. Did you know that? I just want to throw up, if I can manage to, I just want to throw up a poll for you guys to see. I don't know if yep. I'm going to post that there, and if one of you guys can contribute to that, that would be good. So, what mindfulness tools have you tried, if any? And from the list below, what would you recommend for yourself being the best one? If you've tried any at all. If you haven't tried any, that's totally fine. This is me about finding out, my audience and what they know about mindfulness and its practices. So I'll give you a wee second to answer the question. Just hit one of the buttons below. So I can check that out. I'll just give you a couple of minutes. Well, a couple of seconds. I'm not going to be ages. It's already 6 minutes in. Okay. So with that being said, mindfulness can actually reverse conditions like heart disease, along with high blood pressure, cholesterol, weight problems. Meditation is great for this, along with good exercise regime, a pan diet, a well-balanced love life, having faith. Prayer, my spiritual life is really important to me, so prayer really helps me, and also exercise, because that releases good endorphins and makes us feel better. It's, we're chasing happiness here, and when we exercise, we release those natural endorphins to help us to feel that bit better on a gloomy day, especially when it rains here in Northern Ireland. It's not that great. It's always raining. I researched into a trial that was completed in America by a Dr. Dean and Anne Ornish, and they researched with 300 patients. They took 150 and put them 150 separated, 150, 300 each, 300 altogether. And they actually trialed mindfulness on 150, and mindfulness the other half didn't do. Now, 75% of those that didn't actually practice mindfulness came back with reported illnesses, chronic diseases. The people of those that actually practiced the mindfulness 150%, 95% of those came back saying that they had reduced the hormones that produce chronic diseases within our bodies. So meditation is proven, okay? You can go and look it up for yourself. This isn't a lie. Meditation is proven to keep us healthy, and it minimizes the unhealthy genes. So that's how we get sick quite a lot. The stresses and strains of life, and you will probably more often not hear mentioned that stress brings on a lot of diseases. That is the case. That has been proven. There is research facilities right now in America looking at different gene types, and they've already recognized 500 or over gene types that in actual fact are healthier for the body and how are brought on through meditation. And just being mindful of where you are at that particular time. Meditation shouldn't be something you're intimidated about. It's very, very easy. Again, don't try it for 10 minutes and think it's the world's going to change for you. It's a learned practice, like learning how to ride a bike, like learning how to drive a car. It takes practice and patience, and over time you'll get tiny glimpses of what mindfulness means. And mindfulness means to be present in that moment, not to worry about what you're eating. Mindful eating, let's take that as an example. See, every time you put a fork of food in your mouth, savor that food. What does it taste like? What are the textures like? Your body has an inbuilt clock to tell you when to stop eating, and us, the great Brits, the great Irish, they love to go ahead and fill and just devour everything that's on their plates. But in actual fact, your body signals to you when it's full. But if you eat too quickly, you're going to miss that signal. So I would encourage you to slow down as well. For those with weight problems, sack all the tablets and all the weight things and Slim Fast and Juice Plus and all that, sack it. You can be more mindful in your eating and it doesn't cost you a penny. Just savor your mouthfuls and slow down the rate that you're eating. It took me a while as well to get the hang of it, so don't worry or get frustrated, as it will come with practice. And you can start to notice things that upset you, question why they upset you, and then the next time that occurs, you can push that thought away and say, no, I'm not having that. Because we do have control over our thoughts, feelings, and emotions. And when circumstances do arise, emotions arise, we can say no to that. Don't give it any place in your head. If it's negative, don't give it place in your head. So thank you for tuning in. I'm going to leave it there. I hope you are all having a fab day. It is the weekend. Yay! Saturday party. No, I'm kidding. I'm clean, totally abstinent. Wouldn't touch another drug or drink in my life. I don't think it does or adds anything to your life, to be honest. Going through addiction and coming out the other end, I've had a much more happier and joyful life with no substance whatsoever. That includes wine, and I used to love a glass of wine. So that's just me, and that's just my journey. Your journey will be completely different, but I encourage you to get on this journey with me. The journey to recovery can often be bumpy, but with support, you'll get all the help you need. So have a lovely day, and I will hope to catch up with you at some point later today. Bye guys, love you all.